सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। हरिः ओं श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओं. We have completed up to 11th sloka in chapter 15th, Purushottama Praapti Yogam. From 7th to 11th, Paramatma described how he is all-pervading, that Sarvatmaka Bhavam. So he is within the Vyashti, within the Jiva, as that Jivatvam, as that very Chaitana Tattvam. So that was explained from sloka number 7 up to 11. Now, from 12th up to 15th, Paramatma wanted to showcase his very presence in the external world, that is outside the Jiva. So, we will proceed to sloka number 12. Yada dityagatam tejo jagadbhasayate khilam यच्छन्द्रमसि यच्छाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्धि मामकम्. Tejaha, the light. Adityagatam, in the sun. Yat bhasayate, which illumines. Akhilam jagat, the entire jagat, the entire universe. Yat chandramasi, the light in the moon. Yat cha agnau, and the light in the fire. Vidhi, may you understand. Tat tejaha, may you understand that very light. Mamakam, to be me. That is my own blessing, my own manifestation. Yat adityagatam tejaha akhilam jagadbhasayate yatcha chandramasi yatcha agnau sthitam asti tat mama tejaha asti iti tvam viddhi. The light in the sun, which illumines the entire universe, the light in the moon and the light in the fire, understand that light to be mine. It has no independent existence. It has borrowed the existence from me alone. It cannot survive without me. That's the idea. Paramatma expressed himself as a Chaitana Jiva, and hereafter he is showing that he is also a Chaitana Prapancham. So he is manifesting as Chaitana Jiva and also Achetana Jagat. So both Jiva Jagat are nothing but the manifestation of God. The first part is mentioned in sloka number 7 up to 11. How he manifested in Jiva. He explained very clearly. Now, here, from 12th sloka up to 15th, he is expressing his very presence in the Jada Prapancham also. Isavasyam idagum sarvam, that's what he declared in Isavasyopanishad. So, in this entire Jagat, whatever is there, that is all Brahma. There is nothing other than Brahma. So, how this has become Brahma, that is not being explained here because that is already explained in the previous chapters. So here we will just have a quick recap of what we have said in the previous chapters, how he became this entire world. So we will have a quick recap and then go forward so that you can have a better understanding. When you have to create an object, When you have to create an object, there must be two reasons, two karanas. Nimitta karanam and upadana karanam. Intelligent cause and the material cause. For example, if you want to manufacture or if you want to create a pot, then the potter, the pot maker, is the creator of the pot. And the material cause is clay. So if you look at this entire world, the material cause as well as the intelligent cause, both are Brahma. Because ekameva advitiyam. There is only one thing, that is Brahma. So you have to have nimitta karanam as Brahma, upadana karanam is also Brahma. That's why we said abhinna nimitta upadana karanam Brahma. So Ishvara appears, manifests himself as many. There is one condition for upadana karanam. That condition is the upadana karanam, the material cause, is pervading all through the effect. Material cause pervades the effect. For example, clay pervades pot, gold pervades ornaments, wood pervades the furniture. Without wood, there is no furniture. Without gold, there will be no golden ornaments. Without clay, there won't be a clay pot. So, if you apply this to Brahma, Jagat upadana karanam, Jagat material cause is Brahma. And Jagat is pervaded by Brahma. And without Brahma, there is no Jagat. So, if you understand this concept clearly, there is a beautiful analysis. We say that if you understand Jagat properly, that is Brahma. So you can visualize, you can have darshanam of Brahma in the very world itself. You need not do any pilgrimage. You can see whomever you face, whomever you transact, that is all Brahma. You need not make any special effort and do a travel to reach Brahma. So, you can, once you understand this concept, you respect your fellow beings. You treat them as God. That's why, in order to inculcate this, our culture is so rich that we pray rivers. We treat rivers as Bhagavan. We treat earth as Bhagavan. We treat almost everything as Bhagavan. This is the idea. So that, you will not miss God, who is the very Jagat. Suppose you don't understand Brahma properly, that is the very Jagat. If you properly understand Jagat, that is Brahma. If you don't understand Brahma, that is the Jagat. So, Paramatma in Srishti has taken certain aspects. He wanted to showcase that all that is here is his own manifestation. His own manifestation. Not only the things, but in the form of energy, natural energy. Some are, very natural, like wind, like sun, solar energy, like the energy from moon, the energy from the fire, like that. All these things, all these, energies, they are all Surya Tejaha, Chandra Tejaha, Agni Tejaha. They are all a great Shaktis. They are all great powers. So, as you look at this world, you you dive deep into this world, you feel wonder. How many things are there? They are all manifestation of God. They are all manifestation of God. So that's what Paramatma wanted to mention here. Aditya Gatam Tejaha. Tejaha means Shakti, power, or the energy. So the Saura Shakti, the solar energy. Solar energy, we can use it in so many ways. In Western countries, in our India also, some people are using, but not extensively. We have seen Kerala airport. The entire airport is illumined by solar energy. They have kept solar panels in a vast area, and the taxi driver told us that the entire airport is being supported by solar panels, by solar energy. So such a powerful energy it is. Aditya Gatam Tejaha. Tejaha means Shakti. So there is a very powerful Shakti in solar beams, in sunbeams. Akilam Jagat Basayate. This entire universe is being illumined by sunlight. So if you have to illumine the hall, you have to use so many lights and make it bright. But after making so bright also, it will not compete with sunlight. Nothing to compete with sunlight. So, such a great Tejaha, such a great light is my own manifestation. That's what Paramatma is saying here. Yet Chandramasi. Then we go to the moon light. After sunshine, we go to the moonshine or the moonlight. This moonlight is not independent. It is a reflected light from the sun. Sunlight falls on moon, and moon in turn reflects the moonlight onto us. Even that reflected light gives us a lot of energy. All the plants, they get energy from this moonlight. There are certain plants which blossom during the moonlight. Sometime back, one of our member, she brought Brahma Kamalam. That Brahma Kamalam is only, it blossoms during the night time. But during the daytime, it withers. So, the sunlight is supposed to be the nourisher of the plants. It gives you the medicinal properties to the plants. That's what they say in Shastra. So, that very sunlight is my manifestation. Etcha Agnau. And here we have to have our local fire. That is also great. With the local fire, we'll cook our food, and we will use that local fire in so many ways. In industry, they use it. So, that very Agni Shakti is my manifestation. Tat Tejaka Mamakam Vidhi. All these lights, all these powers, all these energies are mine. I have blessed them to, exhibit all these energies. So it is not their own manifestation. They are not doing it independently. They are dependent on me. That's what Paramatma wanted to say. The sun god is the nourisher of the entire Jagat, because he cooks that carbohydrates by a process called photosynthesis. So, without sunlight, there is no life on the earth. Though sun is very, very far, 1,000,000 miles away, he is the reason for the life on the earth. Even that sunlight is blessed by God, blessed by Paramatma. That's what Paramatma is saying. By sunlight, we get D vitamin. If you go to foreign, you see people are, they will have that sunbathing. They will sit and expose to the sunlight. They will expose to the sunlight so that they get, D vitamin. So, all this power is due to Paramatma. Regarding Agni, we use it in so many ways, especially for a Vaidika. Agni is a very God, Pratyaksha Daivam. He has to, kindle every day and do this homam. Agni Mile Purohitam. That's what the Rigvedam starts. So, there is an Agni Karyam for a Gruhastu. Even that Agni is my manifestation. That's what Paramatma is clearly mentioning here. Then, 13th sloka we'll see. Gaba visyacha bhutani dharayamyaham pushnami chaushadi sarva somo bhutva rasatmakaha. Avisya cha gam, having entered the earth, aham dharayami bhutani, I sustain all beings. Vojasa, with my energy. Cha bhutva, having become. Rasatmakaha somaha, I will give nourishment through moon. Pushnami, Pushnami means I nourish. Sarvaha voshadihi, all plants. I nourish all plants by the energy from the moon. So we will see the Anvayam. Ahamcha gam avisya bhutani vojasa dharayami rasatmakaha somaha bhutvacha sarvaha voshadihi pushnami. Having entered the earth, I sustain all beings with energy. Having become the energy of moon, I nourish all the plants. Gam avisya. We are going to see how great is the solar energy. Bhagavan sees that sunbeam enters the earth. Why do you say Bhagavan? Light travels on its own. You may say, no. It is only Bhagavan who is giving light energy to Suryaha or sun. So, he is the propeller of the light energy. So, when sun rages, he spreads his sunbeams all over. And he gives that prana shakti, the vital energy, to all living beings. So, that's why Surya Bhagavan is also called Pushan, means the nourisher. Gam means the earth. Avisya, having entered. So he is a million kilometers away, millions and millions kilometers away. So such a sun, he reaches, such a sun, he spreads the sunlight and the sunlight reaches earth. It is some 8 point some minutes. So from sun to earth, the light travels 8.3 minutes or something like that. So it reaches the earth. Having entered the earth, so it enters all the jivarasis, all the living beings. And that is why our elders, they used to say in the morning before the sun rises, you have to go and take bath in the river, or you have to do pradakshina around the temple so that you are exposed to sunlight. This is some kind of sunbathing. So they want that sunlight to fall on the body. and that's how you get the D vitamin. But the modern life is so mechanical, they lose all this importance, and they have to consume all tablets to supplement D vitamin, which is given freely by Bhagavan. So the same energy is tapped by the pranic healers. They tap this pranic energy and then they transmit to the patients and they heal their diseases. Dharayami, I am the very nourisher. Who is the Dharayami? Who is that nourisher? Bhagavan, Krishna. Krishna says, I am. I am means in the Paramardhika level, not Vyavahara level. Aham Ojasa, I am the very Prana Shakti, the vital force in all the living beings. Ojasa means Prana Shakti. So he gives this Prana Shakti to Pranamaya Kosha. And indirectly, he gives energy to Annamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, Anandamaya Kosha, and all that. That is why in the tradition, there is always this Surya Namaskara is prescribed. When you get up in the morning, you just pray Surya Bhagavan. If possible, if you can see him directly, then look at him and offer Namaskaras. If you have more time, you can do Surya Namaskaras. Some postures are there. Those postures you can perform. And our tradition says you do Aditya Hrudayam in the morning. It gives you lot of energy and improves your health. Arogyam Bhaskara Adityam. That's what the Shastra says. For Arogyam, Surya Bhagavan is the main deity. Sandhya Vandanam, all these are prescribed in order to have a kind of link to Jiva and Surya. Rasatmaka Somaha Bhutva. So now Bhagavan is coming to moon, the power from the moon. I am the very moonlight. And moonlight is also having a power. It is also having a Shakti. Though it is a reflected light, Rasatmakaha means it gives a kind of nourishment to plants. Rasatmaka gives a kind of Voshadi Shakti to plants. Voshadi Sarva Pushnami. So I nourish all these Voshadis, the plants. Some farmers are very particular. They sow the seeds when the moonlight is there. So they believe that when moonlight falls, they get that kind of Shakti. They come very healthily. The sprouts will come healthily. For a human being, the Shakti comes from Surya Shakti. For plants, the Shakti comes from Chandra Shakti. So both these Shaktis are my own blessings. I only give them. This is what Paramatma wants to tell us. We will proceed to 14th sloka. Aham Vaisvanaro Bhutva Pradinam Dehabhasritaha Pranapana Samayukta Pachamyannam Chaturvidham. Asritaha Deham, residing in the body. Praninam, of beings. Bhutva Vaisvanaraha, as the digestive fire. Pranapana Samayukta, and supported by exhalation and inhalation. Aham Pachami, I digest. Chaturvidam Annam, the fourfold food. Anvayam. Aham Praninam Deham Asritaha Prana Apana Sama Ayuktaha Vaisvanaraha Bhutva Chaturvidam Annam Pachami. Residing in the body of beings, as the directive fire and suggested by exhalation and inhalation, I digest the fourfold food. So, here Paramatma is talking about the Agni Shakti, the energy or power of Agni or fire. Agni Tattva will be twofold, two different ways it manifests. One is external Agni, other is internal Agni. External Agni is the one which we cook, one which is used in Yajna and Yaga, and when it is used in factories, this is all outside Agni, which we use day in and day out. And there is an internal Agni in the human body. Not only human body, in all living beings. In particular, we are saying human body because we can recognize easily. So, in all living beings, this Agni is there inside the body. The name of this Agni is Jataragni. It is also called Vaiswanaragni. This Vaiswanaragni will cook the food that is being eaten by us. Outside we cook the food and then we eat. Outside we have the cooking system. So we cook the food and we eat that food. Whatever is cooked outside, inside again it is cooked by Vaiswanaragni. Whenever we take food, it is being cooked twice. Outside one time, inside another time. Naturopathy says, the raw food you eat and all that. Then there are stories, Vidura offers the peel. He is in an ecstasy, he offers the peel to Krishna Paramatma, and Paramatma takes it because to entice the bhakta. These stories apart, but in normal case, the food is cooked outside and food is also cooked inside. So, the second time it is cooked inside. And that fire which cooks the food inside the body is Vaiswanaragni. Science calls it chemicals. There are a lot of chemicals in the body. Acids are there, enzymes are there. So, when you eat the food, the enzymes, they act and they do this cooking process. So, when you have the time to eat food, you feel hunger. That hunger means that the acids are ready to take food. Enzymes are ready to take food. If you don't eat at that time, those acids will burn the soft and delicate layers in the stomach, and the inside system gets ruptured, and you get ulcer or gastric trouble. So, all the food we eat, they go inside and then they are processed, are cooked by this Vaiswanaragni. And they are converted into carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals, like that. Food which is being cooked inside by a fire called Jataragni or Vaiswanaragni, that very Vaiswanaragni is myself. That is what Paramatma is declaring. Out of 5 pranas, we have prana, apana, samana, udana, vyana. So these are all the 5 pranas. Out of these 5 pranas, samana is the one which does this cooking process. So this entire digestive system is due to Bhagavan. That is why we have to pray God. God is helping us, though we are, so selfish. We never remember God. God is helping, whether you pray or you don't. He's helping you selflessly. So it is our duty to remember Him. His altruistic help. Eating, we have to say, Aham Vaisvanaro Bhutva Pradinam Dehamasritaha Pranapana Samayukta Pachamyanam Chaturvidam Brahmatpanam Brahmavihi Brahmagnau Brahmanautam Brahmaivatena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina Harihi Om. Like that you have to do it. Bhagavan also warned in the previous chapters, if you remember, if you don't do this, if you don't remember Him, if you simply eat without remembering, it is like you are stealing. You are a thief. He titled those who do not do this thankful job. They are all thieves. So, stenaha. So that's why we have to acknowledge His magnanimity and pray. In Chandogya Upanishad, eating is called a homa. It is called pranagni homa. You offer oblations to fire during homa. In the same way, the oblations in the Vaisvanaragni is the food. When you take food, you say pranaya swaha, apanaya swaha, like that. And then take a small bolus of food and then you have to gulp it without eating, which should go directly to Vaisvanaragni. That is the practice. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, there is a special meditation, upasana, on Vaisvanaragni, on hunger, on Jina Sakti. We have upasana. We see certain sounds in the stomach when you are hungry. So you have to do upasana on that sound. That's what we get in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Aham Vaisvanaro Bhutva. I am that very internal Agni Shakti. Paramatma saying, I am that very Shakti inside the human being. I am the very reason for the digestion. Praninam Dehamasritaha. I am very much there in all the living beings. In the form of Samana Agni, Samana Vayu, Samana Prana. So, what does he do? He said he will be there residing. Then what is his function? Chaturvidham Pachamyannam. So, a human being eats 4 different types of food. That food which is eaten by us, it is being cooked by Vaisvanaragni, and then it will be divided as fat, proteins, minerals, and then carbohydrates, like that. So here it is mentioned there are 4 different types of food. If you ask a South Indian, he will immediately say sambar annam, then the rasam annam, then curds annam, then payasam, like that he will say. But Paramatma is talking about the entire human race. He says these are the 4 types of food. Bhakshyam, Bhojyam, Lekhyam, Choshyam. We'll see what are all these. Bhakshyam means which we munch. If it is solid, then we have to crush it with the teeth and then eat it. That crushing is called charvanam. After some age, we lose teeth. Even if you have dentures, you will not have courage to eat hard things. You will fear that dentures may break. It breaks also in some cases. Bhaksham means the food which we munch. Bhodyam. Bhodyam means liquids which we gulp without munching. That means soup, milk, coffee, tea, all these things we simply gulp. Lekhyam. Lekhyam means you have to lick and eat. Directly you cannot put it in your mouth. You have to lick it. Example is honey. Honey is very viscous. So you have to lick and then eat it. Most of the pickles, they come under this category. So when you eat, stretch your tongue. Lekhyam. So some of the Ayurvedic lekhyams are there, which you have to lick and then eat. Choshyam. Choshyam means you have to suck and eat. For example, when you are eating the sugar cane, that raw stick you take and eat it. In olden days, they used to do it. Now you simply take the crushed juice. That's not the way. Original method of eating sugar cane is take that raw one and then you crush with your teeth and suck the juice like that. So choshyam means most of the drinks you take a straw and then you suck. So this is choshyam. So bhakshyam, which you munch. Bhodyam, which you gulp. Lekhyam, which you lick. Choshyam, which you suck. So these are the 4 different types of food. So all these 4 types of food, I alone digest. I only cook them and convert them into carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals, and so on. When it is an external fire, what we do is we have to, use a fan. That hand fan is available. In olden days, we used to, fan it so that, the fire is increased. The flame goes up. But if it is the internal Agni, what is that fans? The internal Agni. Prana Apana. Out of Pancha Pranas, Pranam and Apanam, they kindle this Vaisvanara Agni. So they act like a fan. If you take your Prana Apana very fast, the Vaisvanara Agni becomes big. So you feel hunger. If you do your prana and apana very slowly, then you don't get your hunger. This is the observation. So prana and apana are the kindling forces for Vaisvanara Agni. So we'll go to the sloka number 15. Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishto matta smriti jnanamopohanancha vedaischa sarvairahameva vedyo vedanta krudveda videva chaham aham sannivishtaha. I am seated, hridi, in the heart, sarvasya cha, of all, smriti, memory, jnanam, knowledge, cha, apohanam, and forgetfulness, mattaha, or from me, sarve vedaha cha, through all the Vedas, mattaha, or from me, sarve veda cha, through all Vedas, aham eva vedyaha, I alone am to be known. Aham Vedanta Krit, I am the initiator of the Vedantic tradition. Yevacha Vedavit, and I am the knower of Vedas. aham sarvasya hrudi sannivishtaha asmi. Mattaha sarvasya smritihi jnanam apohanam cha bhavati. Aham cha eva sarvaihi vedaihi vedyaha asmi. Aham eva cha vedantakrit vedavit cha asmi. I am seated in the heart of all. Memory, knowledge, and forgetfulness are from me. Through all the Vedas, I alone am to be known. I am the initiator of Vedantic tradition, and I am the knower of Vedas. Sarvasya hrudi aham sannivishtaha. So, I am residing in the heart cave of every human being. In the form of kshetrajna, I am there. I am there as witnessing consciousness. Mattaha, by me alone. Smriti jnanam apohanancha. Three types of things will happen. I am the reason for three things in the human beings. What are the three things? If somebody gets knowledge, I am the reason. Then memory, if somebody retains that knowledge, I am the reason. And apohanam. Apohanam means if somebody forgets the knowledge, I am the reason. Some people say, I learn quickly and also forget quickly. And they think that forgetting is a kind of defect. They want to avoid that. It is the boon given by God. If you remember everything, every small bit of your life, your brain is so much burdened and it is very difficult to live. Some bad events happen, some good events happen. If you remember all of them, your mind is cramped. Like, computer gets crashed. So like that. So you need to forget. We were discussing the other day, myself and Raji. We have come here to Nalagandla and now this is the 8th year. And we were there in Amirpet for 30 years. We forgot the entire thing. Few random incidents we remember, but the 30 years of great memory events, all the memories totally erased in the drive. That memory drive is so clean. Now fresh things. We feel as though we started our life here. This happens. Before Amirpet, we must have gone somewhere. We must have lived somewhere else. Like that, we have seen what are all the places we have seen. I have changed 9 places and she changed some 13 places. But we remember only the present place. All the previous places, the incident by incident we forgot. Few incident everyone will remember because the neuron burns very strongly in certain incidents. So this apohanam is a great thing and it is a boon. So in the same way, retaining is also a boon, especially in studies, especially in our adhyanam, Vedantic adhyanam. So whatever you study, whatever you listen now, that essence must go into your brain and it should be deep-seated, deep-rooted. It should go to that supta chetanam, the subconscious mind. We forget whatever is taught today, but we remember somebody insulted us in some 40 years back. We remember it. So apohanam, this forgetfulness is a great thing. That is the vibhuti of God. Similarly, the retaining power is also a vibhuti of God. The jnanam, the knowledge itself is a boon of God. So these 3 things Paramatma gives us and he manifests in this human body. Jnanam, Smriti and Apohanam. The knowledge the retaining power, and the forgetting faculty. Jnanam, the knowledge, smriti, the memory power, apohanam, the forgetfulness. Some other commentator commented these three in a different way. This commentator is not Shankara Bhagavatpada, some other commentator, worth noting it. He said all three are three different states, like Jagrada Avastha, Swapna Avastha, and Sushupti. So he correlated Jnanam to Jagrada Avastha. Jnanam takes place in the Jagrada Avastha. Jagrada Avastha only gives you a lot of experiences. You also learn in the Jagrada Avastha. So it represents the Jagrada Avastha. Smriti, Swapna Avastha is based on your memory. Based on your memory, your mind projects the dream. So, Smriti represents this Swapna Avastha. Apohanam, forgetfulness. During Sushupti, you forget everything. You don't have anything. It's a clean slate. So, all the three represents three avasthas. So, Bhagavan is saying, I am the very reason for three states. Jagrada Avastha, Swapna Avastha, and Sushupta Avastha. Aham Vedanta Krit. I am the very reason for the Vedanta. I am the very writer of Vedanta. Vedam is called Apaurusheyam, given by Ishvara. So he said, I am the giver of Vedanta. I only gave you the Vedanta. Vedavit, I am the person who is learning and mastering Veda. So he is the person who gives Veda, he is the person who receives Veda. That means he is everywhere. I am the Chetana Prapancha, I am the Achetana Prapancha. Chetana Achetana Prapanchaha Ahamasmi. That means Sarvam Brahmamayam Jagat. So, if you see, God is everywhere. You cannot miss God. If you open eyes, God is there. If you close eyes, God is there inside. So, you just cannot miss God. You need not do any special effort to see God. If somebody asks you, did you see God? You can deliberately say, I have seen God. Yes, we are all seeing God. Bhagavad Darshanam we are all enjoying. How? As the very Vishwam. Brahmarpanam Brahmahavihi Brahmagnau Brahmanahutam Brahmaivatena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina. The same thing was told in 7th chapter, 15th sloka. This is Brahmanaha Sarvatmakatvam. The all-pervading Brahma, Ahamasmi. Ahamasmi means that is me. Simply by saying Brahma Sarvatmakam, there is no prayojanam. But you should be able to say that all-pervading Brahma is me. Me in the sense what? In the higher reality. I have got a lower self and higher self. In my higher reality, higher self, I am that very all-pervading Brahma. Ahamannam, 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 ahamannado, hamannado, hamannadaha. That's what the Taittiriya pronounced. So, with this we have an excellent topic called Brahmanaha Sarvatmakatvam. So, Paramatma expressed his all-pervading nature within the human being, within the living being, and also outside the living being. With this, we have completed a very, very important topic in chapter 15th. Om Tat Sat Sarvam Sri Krishnarpanamastu. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudatyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ